Okay. Trying this again. Instagram. Oh, you're such a pain in the ass. Beginning of this video, been cussing at Instagram because it's always a problem.
Okay.
All right. Jeez. Always an issue, man. It's like
Yeah. Something.
some tech
Um,
support on this.
okay. Just lean this thing out a little bit. Okay. Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Man, that was like only went on like 10 times. There we go. Thanks, Tommy. Tommy requested, he said we should just get you to invite yourself. So,
That's what I just did. Do you
yeah.
think it went through because was that the
Yeah.
request or?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because you
Okay.
didn't see anything that accepted. Like usually I
Yeah.
invite you and
Usually
you
I see
accept.
that and I click on the thing and it still
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Uh, it might be because no, I don't think it's because of that though. It's
Did you get a
just
new phone
that.
or something?
No, but I take Instagram off of my phone for the week,
Oh.
like every week after we do this.
Oh, really?
uh,
Okay.
yeah, I even did it yesterday. I took my Gmail off my phone because I just it's just like I just find myself just checking it all the time, and it's like, dude, no
Distracted.
one sent you an email. Like, stop.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like the
yeah.
little, it's the same thing every internet thing. It's like the little buzz of like pulling the slot at the slot machine. You're like, what's going to be this
Mm,
time? Like, oh,
mm,
nothing again, but
yeah, yeah,
keep pulling
yeah.
it. Anyway, how you doing, man? What are you working on there? What do you
I'm
got there?
okay. I'm just doing a page, like redrawing a page that I didn't like. So,
Mm. A Starstorm in a trap in
Star.
a,
This is Starstorm being transported to
okay.
the Dragonian Empire, and he's yeah. It's just sort of like a little section in the annual that's going to show what's up with Starstorm and what's happening with him.
Oh, you got the other one beside you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
didn't like the way he did it.
what didn't you like about it?
What didn't I like about it? The whole thing. I just don't like it. Anything.
Just
I
a
didn't like
feeling, like
all
just
of it.
like I just don't
All.
like how that looks, or like
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
just didn't.
like.
Yeah, I didn't lay it out well, and I just like I did because I do like preliminary drawings, and I did this little drawing of her, and I was like, that's a really good drawing, and I want to show that a
Yeah,
little bit more on the page, and it just wasn't dynamic looking. It just didn't come out well, so I just said
yeah.
I got a better idea, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do that. So
Yeah,
that's it.
I had that with let me generally I'm okay. I can, be like I'll do better on the next one, but sometimes, man, like I did the roughs for this is a thing that I'm doing just for like that's the Grave Diggers Union and that's Kaya and that's Thunderhead. So I was just gonna
Yeah.
do I might do some prints, like little mini prints for the Kickstarter, which is gonna start up in a week or two or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, like I did the roughs. It's like you go back and look at the original drawing, and that like messes you up because it's like I did the final inked version, and then I went
Mm,
back and looked at the roughs, and I was like, these are so much better than the final
yeah.
version. I can't do it. I can't. So I think I have to redraw those.
Yeah.
They're just not like usually the roughs are better than the final version
Yeah.
in some way, but like I stick pretty closely to the rough, so it's like usually it's okay. But this particular time, I was like, "God, there's so much more dynamic." And like I pushed the
Yeah.
perspective on Thunderhead's hand; it's like really coming towards you, and in the
Mm,
roughs, and like Kaya looks like way like more heavy metal and crazy and stuff. So I was like,
right.
shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I
So
know. I know that feeling. You can't
it
just like
happens.
let it slide if it doesn't come out. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be like, "Oh well, it's fine."
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like tight on a deadline, that's when like I mean,
Yeah,
there's a couple pages. There's one page that sticks out in my mind in Starstorm, like in the trade, and in I think it was uh, third or fourth issue that I did. I just added it in, and it's just I just hate it so much. The rough came out well, but it, like then when I did it and inked it, it just turned out like crap, and I just every time I see it, I'm like, oh God, hate it, just hate it.
Just put like a bookmark in there to skip over that page.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how crazy we are sometimes with that kind of stuff. Like
Well, it's it's just it's like even when I sent it off, I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like it was like one of those sort of
it's one page, but I know what you mean though.
yes, but yeah, it still kind of irks me. I'm like, and then like
Yeah,
you're thinking of all the other ways you could have made it better, and like, oh, I should have done it like this, and what was I thinking, and you know what I mean? So,
yeah. That's yeah. I don't generally. It's like I'll leaf through the most recent issue of Kaya when I get it in the mail, but I don't dwell on it too much because it's like yeah, those things just
mm,
bug me so much, you know. And I know that
yeah,
I'm at the end of the day, I know that I'm good at what I do. It's just like, but you just have that thing where you're like, I could have done that one better. It'll
mm,
drive you crazy. Deadly Class for sure too. It's like I just wouldn't. I'd look at it just to make sure that there wasn't any kind of crazy printing error or something like that. But that
mm.
was it's like I'd leaf through it and be like, yeah, it all bugged me for sure.
Yeah, I
But I
don't
look
really
at
like looking going back unless I have to look at stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I
I
look
look at
like
it later and I'm happy. I look at it later on and I find that it doesn't
right, right.
bother me personally. I'm like,
Well,
and
there's
then
some stuff that I look
more
at.
forgiving, you know?
Yeah, there's some stuff I look at and I'm like, wow, that was cool. Like that I came up with that. Like
Yeah, for sure.
some of it, I'm like, that's completely an original idea and page and like not derivative and like that's really awesome that I had that idea and like how did I come up with that? And then
Yeah.
some stuff I'm like, oh my God, that was just like horrible and I just hate it. But anyway.
This is one of those things where it's just like I'm going through like I've told for anybody who's listening, I told Drew I have all my old journals out and I haven't checked them out for a while because it's like I've gone through enough pages. It's been funny and embarrassing enough that I'm like, okay, I get it. I don't need to go through every page, but
Mm,
um, they're pretty funny, and I have like oh my our parents, they moved out of their old place and then I got a bunch of stuff and a lot of it's just stuff from when I still lived there, and when I was living there I was sending away samples to DC and Marvel and whoever else, and some create their own pitches for Image and stuff like that. So I got these old like form letters because I printed off a lot of them and I wouldn't always use them. So I've got old scans of old like samples that I would send, but I came across this like form letter that I
mm,
sent, I think specifically to Karen Berger for some reason or something like that. I'm not even sure. At like DC,
mm,
and it's just reading it. I'm like, oh my god, just like it calls into question. I was like, I was delusional. I was completely delusional. And then like you call into question, you're like, am I delusional now? Like, because you're like, you always think that you kind of have it. It's like I thought I had it figured out back then. So like,
mm,
and I think that now, So it's like
mm,
you kind of question yourself. You're like, uh, am I a good writer at all? Like that's the kind of thing that it's like stuff
mm.
like that where you're like, I think I'm doing a good job, but then again, it's always like you're doing the best you can, so you always think that it's a good job, but
Yeah, well,
you don't always know for sure,
yeah, yeah, well, yeah, it's true. I don't know. I think you gauge by your audience. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
not everything's everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
some
And at the
people
end
are
of the
gonna
day,
love it
like
and some people are gonna hate it.
you're trying to have a fun job and you're trying to do the best you can too. So that's
Yeah,
really what
I
matters the
mean, that's
most
the
is that
thing.
you're not going to be Ellen Moore. You're just trying to do like the best you
But
can with the talents that you have, So
right.
yeah,
And at the
there's
end of the
that too.
day, there's people who hate Alan Moore. You know what I mean? There's people
Yeah,
who,
exactly.
and there's people who hate Wes Craig. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, that's true.
and that's just how it is.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just
we
funny.
can,
Also,
generally
yeah,
you
of course,
can.
like when I'm sending that form letter, I'm like, I'm like 18, 19 years old. So
Mm,
obviously, yeah, you get older and a little bit more wise and stuff. So I don't actually think that I'm like delusional. It's just a
right.
funny thing to see certain things you do when you're younger and you're so full of confidence and you're like, I didn't know what I was talking about. So that's
Mm,
kind of funny. It's good. It's a
yeah.
good thing to keep yourself in check, I think, if nothing else.
It's funny because like you bring up form letter. So I remember like I mean, you probably know the story I'm going to tell, but we had a friend of ours who grew up the street from us, and we were all into comic books, and he was an interesting character. He was very into Star Trek, very into politics at like 12 years old. Very, I would say he was a big Reagan fan at 12. Ended up becoming, I mean, we haven't been in touch in many years, haven't seen him in many years, but anyway, I Googled him and he ended up being a lawyer and he worked for the government. And anyway, intelligent guy. We had our issue. I had my issues with him because he would pull, he would do certain things. So like he acknowledged, he recognized that me and Wes were good artists, but he was really a big fan of Wes's art. And so what he did was he wrote a letter, form letter, and stating that he's discovered one of the what will be one of your DC or Marvel. I can't remember which company he wrote to, but will be undoubtedly one of their top artists in the near future. And Wes was like 10. So he'd written out this
Did he
pretty
really?
good
I don't
form letter
remember.
for 12 years old or 13 or however old he was. And so he'd written this letter and he wanted Wes to sign off on the letter, but the stipulation was that he was going to
Oh yeah,
make
now I remember this. Okay.
50%, or I can't remember what the percentage was, but it was like a pretty ludicrous amount. It was like 25 to 50% of whatever income Wes was to earn. So, I mean, if Wes had signed the contract, he arguably could be making money off Wes this very day. And yeah, so I was like, I read the letter and I was, at first I was like, oh, that's very nice. And I was like, wait a second. I'm like, you want 50% of what Wes is going to make? And he was like, yeah, well, I'm like his agent. And I'm like, anyways, I was just like, there was always stuff like that with this guy. He was an interesting guy.
He's the original
Tom
man.
says Thunderhead was great.
Oh, thank you.
It
Thanks.
was great, man. I agree. I think it was really cool. Yeah. So
Too
yeah,
funny, man. I do.
yeah. This
I
guy
was
was
like, "What do you?"
always
At
pulling
first, you were
shots
telling
like
me that. I was
that.
like, "What do you mean?" And then I know the manager thing. I remember that. Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
funny. Oh my god, those guys exist in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. They're still he's the
they're still
original.
around.
They still
Yeah,
think that they deserve that. There's
yeah,
dudes that still trying to get artists to sign those contracts.
yeah, yeah,
Comics
yeah,
is rife with them. You know, it's funny. That's so
yeah,
funny. Um,
yeah. He was ahead of his time.
he was thinking ahead. That's
Oh
so
my
yeah.
God, he was a pain in the ass. I mean, I mean, if
No,
you're
he's
listening,
a kid, whatever. Who knows? Who knows what
yeah,
his
but
dad was
you know,
telling him and what he was his dad was probably just pulling his chain and he actually probably took it seriously. Like, make sure you get 50% or something. And it's like, oh, okay,
mm,
I probably should put that in the contract.
yeah,
Oh man. Yeah, that's really funny. I don't remember him sending or did he? I know he didn't send the thing, I guess, but he
no.
wrote it out.
And we had it like written out, like all professional looking and everything. And
Yeah.
I think he had his company name was on it. And here's his kids too. It was like,
Yeah,
I
like
was like,
little
oh
tiny
wow,
kids.
that's
Yeah.
at first, you know, at first I thought, you know, it was like, oh, that's nice that you wrote. Oh wait, what you want? You want?
Read the fine print. I remember I had friends, most of our friends, I say this a lot, like to people that I hang out with, like or whatever. That's like we didn't really have like I mean, we had comic book friends over the years here and there, but like
Mm,
in short like bursts, you know what I mean? Like you had a
mm,
few your buddies were comic book buddies, and then you and me both had, Paul's crew that were comic books, but like
mm,
none of those things didn't really, in the grand scheme of things, they didn't last. Like, it's not like we were like lifelong friends with other comic book people. It was kind of like me and you were into it, and we
yeah.
would, encounter different groups that were like different, like nerdy or not, or or like the Lewises or whatever, like people that were into it, like not
Mm,
nerdy or nerdy people or whatever. Like I like, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean to say nerdy, but you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Different groups or whatever over the years, but mostly like at the end of the day, it was like me and you talking comics more than anything. Like we would, it's like we
Yeah.
didn't have like long lasting comic book friends, but we had. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my point. But
Mm,
we had a lot of band friends. I had
right.
we had Miles and all those guys in that generation, and Tom and all these guys and stuff. Are a
Mm,
lot of my buddies were more like music people,
mm-hmm.
and I remember the same thing. Like, there's this guy, Kurt, who he was like we're sitting at the bar, you know, and then we're with like Tom, and like this isn't gonna mean anything to anybody else, but the point of it being is that he was like, yeah, we're they're gonna Kurt and his buddy were gonna start like a management company, and we were all like 20, and he
Mm.
was like, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna take the band was called Suburban Trash. We're gonna like take them to the next level, and it's like, but they're gonna have to, you know, write songs like this way, like they're a punk band, but they're gonna have to be a bit more, you know, they have to think more about
Coffee.
commercial viability and stuff like that. And even
Yeah.
at the time, as a 20-year-old, I'm like, what are these guys talking about? Like, who do you think you are? You know, like you don't know anything about advertising or management or PR or any like it's like you're 20, dude. You're just sitting here getting drunk like the rest of these
Delusional.
yahoos. Delusional, yeah. Just like what are you talking about? And I'm sure there's the same type of deal. It's like, yeah, like we'll get you this and that, and but we need to you know, putting the cart before the horse kind of a thing. Like
Yeah, yeah.
we'll get you this deal and sign this contract, and it's like, well, how about you prove that you can do anything at all before you like before we sign anything, you know? And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just turned into like nothing. It was like
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what they were on at that time. It was
Mm.
very high. Let's just say it was very hyped up style conversation, you know.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if they were getting a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's so funny though how people
Yeah.
can
Tom's asking, are we going to get a Craig Brothers project soon? Probably not soon. Wes is
I
real
mean,
busy, and I'm having a tough time with the story, and Wes is like too busy right now to really.
oh, with the annual?
No, he's saying the comment, like, because we're writing that story
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
and
Well,
we're supposed,
I need someone to bite on it.
yeah, we pitched it already one time. It got shot down, so I
Yeah,
kind of
which
feel a little bit
happens.
about.
That
Well,
happens, you
I
know.
put a damper on it. You know what I mean? It's sort of like, all right, well, all right, maybe,
Yeah,
I sort of like we pitched it with like, I have the idea in mind, but like not fully written and fleshed out. But I mean, we were pitching it just so it'd light a fire under my butt to get it done. And
I came with the lighter.
we have the visitor.
I brought the blowtorch.
What?
yeah.
I'm live here with
The
fire.
flamethrower. You said you needed to light
Fire. All right. Okay.
I brought the blowtorch.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Drew needs a flamethrower.
Always prepared.
Okay. There's
Hi,
people
Al.
listening, so keep it civilized, okay,
Yeah.
please? Please. Why are
The
you moving stuff
millions.
around?
Because I'm taking your torch.
This is private conversation, nerd talk here that we're having.
I'm nervous.
All right, that's fine. Okay, she's a nerd. She might
She is.
jump in.
Sometimes I have something to say.
All right. Yeah. So that's what happened with that. Sorry, so rudely interrupted. Trouble.
Yeah, but no, that I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I need to yeah, I need to take another look at it and kind of
Mm,
do, you know, just firm it up a little bit more. Maybe it wasn't enough stuff in place or whatever.
right.
But yeah, that would be cool for sure. It's
I
just
mean,
yeah,
it's
right.
just I have the idea and I have a general idea, but it's like I'm having a tough time figuring out like making it an original idea, like and topping it off, and it not being like it's not super derivative of other things, but it is
No.
derivative, and I'm like just trying to figure out like what's going to make this interesting, and I'm just having a tough time of where I want it. I had like initial. I have the characters all worked out and the idea of the story all worked out, but then it's like exactly where I want to take the story. I mean, I just got to think about it more and just because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
always the
focused on
hardest part
Storm.
is the nuts and bolts of it, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always
I
the
mean, it's
hardest
just
part.
yeah.
The
I have
idea
the
thing, it's like it's like so fun because it can go anywhere. But then when you have to
mm,
actually sit down and be like, hey, but what this scene isn't working. That's the hard
mm,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, I have it mostly worked out. It's just like
Yeah, yeah.
what's going to make each issue interesting. If it's going to be a 6-issue miniseries, then
Hmm. Hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
what's making issue 4 interesting? What's the story in issue 4 that's going to make what's going to be something that's interesting visually and story wise
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll figure it out though. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, let's just say for now, nothing. but
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna keep cracking away at it. I got
Yeah.
yeah, and also like, well, I don't know if you want to talk about the annual thing, but I could
Yeah. Sure.
I'll be doing something for that for sure when the time comes.
Yeah. Wes is probably
I'm
gonna do
excited
what?
about that actually.
Yeah, like a few pages in the annual. So
Yeah, I'll do it back.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be the thing you were saying, unless you want it. I'll do whatever you want me to do in it, but it
Okay.
doesn't
Well,
have
we
to.
can tell people what it would be. It would be
Yeah,
uh
there's a whole story behind that though. It's like Drew like gifted me Starstorm for a while when we were kids, and then I gave it back to him when he wanted it back, basically.
yeah.
So I did like a hip hop. I was a little rapper kid for a few years there before I turned into a the super cool greaser that I became. Uh, so so he's like a little rapper version of Starstorm. Um,
Yeah. So it'd be like another universe. Like there's a Starstorm in a different dimension,
yeah,
and yeah. So there'd be that. There's
yeah,
gonna
that would be.
be yeah.
I'm
There's gonna
looking
be a
forward to
couple
that.
different versions of Starstorm from different dimensions. So and you know what? Now that I'm saying it out loud, I just watched like Invincible, and it sounds derivative, but it was not like taken from that at all. But
Yeah,
very
definitely.
similar Starstorm to a lot of things in Invincible, but it's just that Invincible's coming from the same places. Like a guy's pop culture influences are all, you know,
Yeah, same age, same comics. It's like you're bound
yeah,
to run into
yeah.
some similarities. But I mean, again,
The
that's
thing
that's
is
the thing,
that
though. It's all in the execution and how you do it and how you kind of make it your own thing. Yeah, so that's
yeah,
that's
well, the thing
great.
about Starstorm is it's not just different. Like there's like in Invincible, it's these different versions from different dimensions of Invincible, and they're all pretty much evil because he
Okay.
ends. It's like those dimensions of him converting to the Viltrum Empire and just coming like taking over Earth basically, and then like
Okay.
yeah. But Starstorm, the reasoning for the different versions of Starstorm is that Starstorm is basically is me. So I mean like he was my character when I was a kid that I dressed up as when I was like a little kid. It was like my own made up character that I was,
Hmm.
So like I came up with like an idea of like, okay, well, I'll throw in like that little kid version Starstorm of me. So there's that version. There's the version that you did
Oh,
when
okay.
we were kids, of Starstorm, so like more of a hip hop version, and then there's like when we were into like rockabilly and punk rock, there's like a punk rock rockabilly teenage version of Starstorm as well. So it's all sort of different versions of me, But I mean, not
Yeah.
that like Grant isn't me, but he's an idealized version. You're kind of writing, you write from what you know and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I
Sure.
mean,
Sure.
he's that's so that those are the ideas for yeah, okay, I'll do like a sort of a punk rock Starstorm and
Yeah. At the same
like the
time,
Spider
I'm
Verse. I
sure.
mean, it's all it sounds like it's now that I'm saying it, I'm like maybe I don't want to do that because it's all been done before. You know what I mean? But
Did you just say Spider Verse?
yeah, well, the Spider Verse, right? It's all just a
Yeah,
different version
as
of
as we're talking
Spider-Man,
about it,
right?
I'm like, well, maybe Kirkman's annoyed that like Spider Verse is coming out at the same time. So it's like everybody's
Yeah,
got their own version of the multiverse, and it's kind of yeah, like you just try to do your own fun.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
just you
Well, I mean,
just
it's
just you just have fun with it, man. Like
yeah. Well, that's it. I
best.
mean, well, I did the the kid Starstorm basically, and like when I drew him out, he looks very like he's like an Orko or like a Mitsoplik
Yeah,
or
sure.
like a Batmite or
Yeah, yeah,
a Great Gazoo. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, oh yeah, you need that character. He's awesome. You know what I mean? You want that
yeah. Those are
trickster
the best
character.
characters.
So like, I want yeah. So I want that.
Yeah, for sure.
So now that we say it, watch what's gonna happen.
Well, it's already happened. I mean, there's
It's
many,
coming. I know.
as you just said, there's
Yeah.
many
Tom, what
multiverse
did
things
Tommy
out there.
say? Tommy said something. I might pay for something later. Oh, what I said, Allison? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pay for it after.
Oh yeah, always.
Always does. Never
She laughs.
learns.
Yeah,
She
that's a good
laughs
one.
from the shadows.
That's a good one. Yeah. So what else?
Yeah, but that'll be fun. I did the variant covers for Starstorm, and that was a lot of fun. So it's just kind of like things that
Yeah.
you're.
Well,
I
there
don't
was
know.
that idea, and then there was also like I said, okay, well maybe you could do because I know like I did a podcast with some guys. I forget which podcast it was, but they were talking about like one of the guys was a big fan of Paladin, you know. So he wanted me to do like sort of like he wanted more information on Paladin, you know, like. But what
Okay.
I'm gonna do is that I have an idea of doing like sort of like a Marvel Universe who's
Yeah.
who sort of deals at the end of, you know, if I kickstart this, then I'll probably do like a little side pamphlet, like a little like ash can who's who Marvel Universe of a lot of the characters that are in at least the first story arc of Starstorm and their backstories and sort of like their power levels and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so I've been having fun doing that. So that's why this stuff is taking me so long, is that I'm just trying to get as much done on this as I can, but at the same time, sleep. Which I do a lot of.
You do a lot of that.
Hey, see, this is why we can't have this. We can't have this.
We can't. Al, we can't have you trashing them on here.
We
Okay?
can't have this.
I'm
We can't have
keeping
this.
it real.
You can't have this. This can't be. This can't be a thing. This is for me and my brother speak. We can't have the peanut gallery.
This is where we gas each other up on how awesome we are. No, generally,
Yeah,
we talk
exactly.
about our
We're
problems,
not here to
actually.
knock each other down. We're here to build each other up.
I'm not knocking you down.
Well,
I'm
that's,
stating it back.
I don't know. People in the Craig verse, what do you think? I think she's wrong.
The Craig verse. Our next goal.
Yeah.
The Craig verse.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's
Do you
it
see how
for
quiet
that.
it is now? This podcast has been hijacked by my napping wife.
Oh, I'm not napping.
No, she's listening. She's just spying.
Are you into you're not into this stuff. Are you into like crime fiction?
Crime fiction?
Yeah.
Not as much.
I used to be. No, Allison likes like murder shows and stuff like that. Not fiction.
This
I don't
is like
fiction.
I just got this recently. This is like my favorite series, pretty much. Is Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. They do Criminal.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's gonna be. It's. I mean, I'm gonna just take my. Hold on a second.
Mm.
Like that's my shelf of like. This is them. This.
Oh yeah,
This. Like all of this stuff. This entire
it's all
thing is
Brubaker.
Sean Phillips and Ed Brubaker.
Mm.
They're the best, man. Like it's funny. It's like some of my most of my favorite stuff is writer artist stuff, but it's like it's weird because it's like Frank Wiley and Grant Morrison are for both of us, you know, probably like some of our favorite collaborators.
For sure.
And it's like the exact opposite for Brubaker and Phillips because they're so kind of grounded. Like it's none of it's like the weird stuff really. See, I guess some of it is actually, but very it's in a very different way, you know. But it's just so well done, man. I just finished this one, The Knives. It just came out recently. It's a pretty thick one, and man, it's just so good. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm super tired today because I stayed up like finish. You know, like when you're like, oh, I got like 10 pages left of this thing or whatever. Like I really should fall asleep right now, but I want to finish, like find out what happens.
Yeah.
Like pulled one of those, you know, so I'm pretty exhausted today just because I stayed up like an extra half an hour. That's where I should have been, you know, but it's like, that's the best feeling though. When something's that good where you're like, I just have to kind of keep going, you know, like I just got to find out like what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just really, really good.
Sign of, it being very good.
And it's going to be a TV show pretty soon. I'm hoping, you know, Brubaker's involved in it and it's got, you know, Charlie Hunnam from, Sons of Anarchy and stuff, and
is he in it for sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, cool.
On like Amazon, but so I'm hoping that turns out good. But even if it doesn't, the comics are like some of the best comics out there, I think.
Yeah. Well,
the
Powers? I've never read the Powers, but I think I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, Brian Bendis and Michael Oeming.
Yeah,
You mean?
but that's more superhero detective stuff, right?
It
So
is,
it's like,
yeah, yeah. I got a ton of those from back in the day.
yeah,
That was like one of my. I was definitely on a Bendis kick for a while there. I got all the Daredevil stuff and all the Power stuff. I was getting all that.
yeah,
You know? So I still have all those in my. I have them right down here actually. I just kind of reorganized all my stuff and I realized, oh my god, I got a ton of these issues of Powers. They're
right,
fun. They're very fun for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I was thinking about reading those.
Yeah, they have this
Um,
letters column at the back too. It's very like I wonder how it would stand up because it's of its time. I think where it's very like Howard Stern, like shit talking the audience, kind of
oh, really? Okay.
like really off color jokes and everything. And I'm like, oh, I wonder how this
Yeah.
reads in 2026. You know, like I
Mm,
have no idea. But yeah, it's fun stuff. And Oming has a very cool, very
yeah.
animated style,
Yeah. He
fun,
has that
fun kind of like Bruce Timm
Bruce Tim.
ish kind of style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been watch? Did you watch any Daredevil?
No, I was gonna today actually. I kind of I
I mean, I
got caught
really like it. The
up
last
on stuff.
episode was a little like, it was, I don't know, a little bit cheesy, a little bit like it was the climax was cheesy at the end because Kingpin gets in a boxing match with this guy, and I'm like, why? I don't understand why he's boxing against this.
Okay.
Like it's like, anyways, it kind of seemed silly that Kingpin would box against this guy. And I'm not sure which comic it's taken from. I do remember Kingpin having a boxing match at one point, but
Well, he's got that thing where he's working out. He's lifting like a 10,000. Maybe it's a bit off that Frank Miller, Mason
yeah,
Kelly thing where
yeah,
he's.
yeah,
But I don't know.
yeah. Anyway, I'm still enjoying it. I still really am
Yeah.
liking the new season. It's really good.
Yeah, I'll check it out because I like all the actors and I like the obviously Daredevil's cool. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that it's like
yeah, yeah.
a
I'm
well done.
digging it. It's really good actually. I really like it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check
I
that
mean,
out. I don't.
its political underpinnings are pretty obvious, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I dig it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
There's a little
commit
more
to
action
next
too, so
year.
I'm like, yeah, there we go. A little more, you know. I'm not left sitting like going, man, that was just a boring episode. You know what I mean? Everything has a
Yeah.
little. There's a little bit of. There's the character parts which are great, and there's always some action. So I'm like, yeah, perfect,
Yeah.
exactly, good balance. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, have
Yeah, the
both.
balance. Like we talked about before, it's like courtroom drama. The thing is though it should have some of the courtroom drama.
For sure.
Like because that's what it is, right? But but
Yeah,
to have it just be like 3 episodes of courtroom drama, like
yeah,
who really wants to
exactly.
see that in a superhero TV show? Well, I'm sure some
Yeah,
people do, but not us. So
yeah.
we want to see some ninjas getting their heads kicked in. So
Well, yeah, that's it.
like that's like the main thing.
Yeah,
Um yeah, okay, yeah, I'll check that out for sure.
yeah.
That might be. I'm not sure if I can interest the lady in that. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe, but
I know. I asked the peanut gallery over here if she
it might
wanted
be
to
a
watch
watch
it.
while I
She,
draw kind of a deal. But that's fine.
yeah, she just sits here and like picks it apart, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, she picks everything apart. She's
that's
always
what I'm
finding
doing.
the
Actually, that's
flaws.
what I'm doing with me and Lex are watching a show right now, and I'm like, I don't like in my mind, kind of. I'm like, I
Mm,
don't know if I like this thing actually. Like I got into it
right.
and I was like, there's just like, and generally speaking, it's a good story, but there's certain plot elements that are just like I mean, it's like no one would do that. Those things that drive you crazy where you're like, this problem would be
Yeah,
solved in a second if somebody just admitted to somebody else, like, but
yeah.
instead because of the plot, they have to go. They're not allowed to tell anybody just to
Right,
advance the
right,
plot. But I'm like, yeah, but nobody would do that though in real life. Like, if somebody
right.
they would just say like, I'm going to tell this person the truth. So that's kind of like, and there's a bunch of little things like that. They're kind of eating away at
Mm,
me a little bit, and then I got to mention it. I can't just shut up though. I can't just let Lexi like enjoy it.
yeah.
I'm like, wouldn't they do this? Or, but then I'm like, okay, if I don't stop, it's going to turn into me just trashing this thing. So I got to decide whether I want to watch this with her or not. Yeah. Yeah. But everybody, once you see the holes in a thing that you liked, it's tough. It's tough. You can't ignore them anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Like I
But
said, I was doing that with like Empire Strikes Back like last week, and I was like, oh my god.
She
Allison
got
can't
me.
watch movies with me anymore.
You're in my mind.
You need to hire me to edit movies and shows before they're
No,
released.
because the movies would be 5 minutes long.
No.
Yeah, they'd be like 10 minutes.
I would make it better by pointing out what could be improved to be more realistic.
It would be like they'd have like a board meeting with Paramount. What happened to Project 13? Allison Granger. Well, what happened to Project 16? Allison Granger.
Not up to snuff.
Destroyed it. Picked it apart.
Yeah.
I should start like a show where I just watch things and I pick them apart.
Yeah, you could do that.
All of the-
You could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last night was like you were picking something apart that it was like it definitely could be blown off.
Better.
No, it could be blown off. You were, like you could
Could
just.
have been done better.
What was it last night that you were talking about?
It was when it was in the show that you were.
Daredevil. Okay,
Yeah,
but don't
I
no
wanna see
spoilers.
what it is because if people didn't watch it.
No spoilers. Okay, what was it though exactly?
Well, it was that scene
Right, what scene was it? I can't remember.
after with the girlfriend.
Oh yeah, but no, I don't agree on that one. That one was passable.
Well, you're allowed to disagree.
Right.
Yeah, but that's just everyone's got their own opinion, and none of them matter.
Yeah.
Those are actually kind of fun.
No, that one was
There are
yeah.
many.
There's some that are valid for sure. We were talking about Superman, and there's definitely in the original movie was like there's some stuff there that Allison was. I made her watch Superman 3 the other day with Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't make her. It was on. And she's like, yeah. So she
Oh
watched
man,
it.
I mean that's a tough
So
one.
good. What are you talking about? It's such a good movie.
With Richard Pryor.
Yeah, so good.
I mean, in a
Stop
way.
there
But
with Richard Pryor.
Yeah, with Richard Pryor. Yeah, exactly. Awesome.
the Philly
Richard
Flash.
Pryor's awesome.
He's awesome in movies that.
The Philly Flash.
The Philly Flash.
Yeah, no, it's.
I'm gonna join every.
But
Friday, think,
I
too.
kind of
All right, it's gonna turn into an argument.
No, it's not. I kind of like it because it's so cheesy and silly, you know.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just thinking of the. Sorry, I take that back because Super Bad Guy Superman. I always love that so much. So it doesn't matter if it's
Yeah,
or whatever. Him fighting.
yeah, it's
himself in the
ridiculous,
race
but
in
it's
the junkyard is awesome. So I forgot.
yeah.
Like I was just thinking of the Richard Pryor thing and more thinking of the adult. Like, why did they put him in that movie as like almost like the main star of the movie? Like, it's so strange.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh no, wait, that has Bad Guy Superman though, which was like, it's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
things ever.
Yeah. It's, I mean, and then Superman 4 came on, Quest for Peace, and I was like, oh, buckle up, because if you thought Superman 3 was bad, I'm like,
And then I
wait
think I just watched fan video.
till you check this out.
I mean, that that was bad because even in our youthful innocence, we still didn't like that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we liked anything, and we saw Richard Pryor in a Superman movie and didn't bat an eye. We just thought, oh, that's awesome. We love Richard Pryor. We love
No,
Superman.
I didn't like it back then, though. I didn't
Sorry?
like it when I was a kid. I hated it when I was a kid because I was like, it's not supposed to be a comedy, you know? But like now
Oh,
I
really?
like it because, yeah, I didn't like it back then.
Oh.
Yeah, I love Superman 1 and 2, but I didn't really like number 3. And I wanted to like number 4 because I thought Nuclear Man was cool, but it was
totally.
it was
Just
not
bad.
good. It was terrible. You know?
No, the hair hanging, the weight. It's again like it's very Superman of the 1960s, but not all these things translate into.
Oh, it's horrible though. It's
real life
horrible.
movie, And the kid,
So
like
bad.
Lex Luthor's little sidekick, he's the worst.
Yeah, it's
there's
John
there's
Cryer.
a bunch of really, really bad stuff in there.
It's John Cryer from like.
The Charlie Sheen show. Is that the same dude?
Yeah, and Pretty in Pink and like a bunch of movie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no offense to that guy, just really that guy always got on my nerves personally. So
Yeah.
hopefully he's not
Ducky.
watching.
Ducky from Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, horrible movie.
Yeah, it's
But you know what I like is that was it Bendis who was writing Superman at one point, and it was Ivan Reis was illustrating it.
Yeah.
And they brought what's his name, the Nuclear Man in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, or it just, I mean, even just for like a brief cameo, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know, like he actually would be
Yeah.
a cool comic book villain. You know, like you know, it's just the movie's horrible. It's like
He
you
still
could,
looked cool. Like, I mean,
he had a great look.
he's a
Yeah,
cool looking bad guy. Just the voice and everything, the way
yeah,
that they treated it is just brutal, you know. But I mean, he
yeah,
was
yeah.
looked like the singer from White Snake. I mean, he was
It's
a
great.
that was
It's
reminded me of
awesome.
White Snake a little
Like
bit.
so
But
bad,
like the
it's
costume was
good.
cool, and you know, it was all like
Actually, it's like,
on a poster, it looks really good, you know.
yeah. I mean, some things I'm like, it's so bad that it's awesome, and like Superman 4 is
Mhm.
like to the level of so bad that it's there's just nothing good about it. It's just bad. You know what I mean? Like it's just bad. It's just everything about it's just bad.
hmm
Like Flash Gordon, it's so bad, but it's awesome. You know, like the Queen
Yeah, yeah,
soundtrack is awesome, and it's
yeah.
so like
They just
over
go
the
so
top.
hard on it that it's hard to like hate it.
Yeah, but it's kind of awesome. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous, but kind of great. You know,
Yeah,
but
for sure. Like Rocky Horror Picture, you know, a lot of cult classics that are
yeah,
so
yeah,
strange, you know, like
yeah.
yeah, it's like that for
Yeah,
sure.
it's sort of like along those lines, but yeah, but Superman 4, it's sort of like, no, it's just like not manageable. It's like you
Yeah.
can't get through it. It's just that it's just so bad. It's just horrible. Everything about it
Richard
is just
Pryor like goes down that whole building
no.
on
That's Superman 3. That's awesome.
no, I'm saying, yeah, it's
Oh
just
yeah, he
crazy.
skis down a whole building. Yeah,
He's down the
and then
whole
he
building.
lands in the middle of the street on the skis.
And he's fine. I think that was a metaphor
Yeah.
for his drug habit.
Right. Yeah.
He just skied down a whole mountain, skiing those
Yeah.
slopes, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That's pretty weird because I saw it maybe quite a few years ago, but that's that stood out. I was like, he just skied down the whole building. What? He's fine. How'd that happen? Doesn't matter though. I love the yeah, no, I love certain aspects of that movie. It's true. I think that
Yeah. When
the
Superman pushes
the
over
girl
the
that
Leaning
Superman.
Tower of Pisa,
Oh my God,
that's
so
the
bad.
best.
Jeez, man,
That's the
so
best.
funny. Just goes around doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
And then the guy's making the statues. Superman, a fumble. Swearing at him and stuff. And then at the end, Superman comes back and fixes
Yeah,
it. And
he
the guy
smashes
smashes.
all of them
He
again.
made a bunch of like straight up towers of Pisa. Ah, so good. So good.
Yeah,
Come on, it's awesome, man.
it's pretty funny for sure. He hooks up with the blonde girl, who I think was like, I think I had for sure I had a crush on her
Oh,
when we
yeah,
were. I
that's right.
was like, go, yeah, man, yes, Superman.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody thinks he's such a square, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, but yeah, just the mostly it's like the performance of it's like the committal, not the committal, but the commitment of Christopher Reeves. You know,
Mm.
like
You just call him
when he
Christopher Reeves?
I always I know you hate it. I couldn't keep myself from doing it, even though I was like, no, Drew has mentioned before that it drives him crazy. No, just his commitment to it, because even when he's fighting himself, it's like goofy, but like he believes it, you know. So I think
Yeah.
that helps a lot. Like I don't know, you can feel it on his face, like he's kind of tortured and stuff. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
so yeah, he's good at it, you know. Like he never feels.
Oh,
That's always
so
that was always a
cool
thing for me.
side
But that was
story.
yeah, okay,
Okay, I mean, I think we've spoken about this before on the pot on our thing here, but we were doing like many years ago we were doing a
mm,
Toronto Fan Expo with Carl Kerschel, and he was drawing Superman at the time, right? He was doing I think Action Comics or something,
yeah,
and we were sitting next to him, right? And this is like when we first met him, and anyways, so this man comes up, an older man comes up, and he has Polaroids of the scene in Superman 3 when Richard Pryor comes to Smallville because they're doing like a Superman day for because Superman saved the kid in Smallville, and
yeah,
so they're doing like a parade for him. So Richard Pryor rolls up and gives him kryptonite, like synthetic kryptonite that he made. Anyway, I don't want to explain the whole story of Superman 3, but anyway, so the man was an extra in the movie, and he had Polaroids of Christopher Reeve standing on stage, just like getting ready to shoot the scene in the Superman costume. It was like about as close as you could get to like there actually being a real Superman, and like this guy having documented footage of it was really cool. The Polaroids were
yeah,
neat. I was like, wow, that's kind of like actually having like pictures of Superman. You know what I mean? Like it was
yeah. It
really
was
cool.
cool. I think at the
Yeah,
time too, there wasn't that many superhero movies coming out at the time, really, that many. So it
Yeah.
was like, yeah, just everything about it was just, and it was Christopher Reeve, so it was just like extra.
Yeah, it was really neat. I was like, wow, this is something that no one has, like this is
Yeah, totally.
really.
It's funny, sometimes those conventions, man, they give you something that's like,
Yeah,
I'll always, that's me too. I'll always remember that one, like just
yeah,
how
yeah,
cool it was. Something about it.
exactly.
And it was just like, and the fact that it was a Polaroid, like
Yeah, yeah, and they
everything
were
about
like
it kind of
old.
added to the realism of it.
Yeah, and the thing that was kind of funny, like there was, I mean, I kind of was like they weren't in great shape. I was like, man, you got to take care of these things, like
Yeah, for
it was
sure.
like he's
I think
carrying
you
them
said
around in
that
his
too.
wallet, for the last like 10 years. I was like you don't want this thing like to get all beat up, and you know what I mean. Anyways, pretty
Yeah,
pretty cool though.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love those.
yeah.
Um,
Superman 3 just keeps on giving.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, let me think.
Um,
What else do I have to talk about? I liked the knives. That's the only thing I thought of before I liked the criminal book, but that's the only thing I thought of before I came on, before I, came to the desk. Mm,
yeah.
let's see. Um, I might have, let's see, what else? The only thing I have to say is like, anybody who's on here, check out the Kickstarter for Thunderhead #2. It's all pretty
Mm,
much done. It is done. I actually have to draw like 2 pages, but it's lettered, colored, the whole thing. I just have to like draw like 2 pages, which will take me 2 seconds. It won't take me.
yeah, the campaign's up and going now, eh? So.
It's well, there's like a sign up page. Like the campaign
Oh,
isn't
okay.
yet, but it's like kind of a pre sign up page. And so I was talking with, actually speaking of which, I was talking with Carl Kerschel, and Andy Belanger. They run, for anybody, I just always like repeat myself, but it's like you never know, people might tune in that
Mm,
don't know, that didn't hear any of our previous stuff. So it's like they run Lethal Comics, and Lethal Comics kind of is a Kickstarter comic publisher where that mostly publishes Andy and Carl stuff, but they do other people's stuff too. So they've kind of helped guide me and help me get this thing going. And they run the whole Kickstarter campaign. And it's me and Kevin Castanero doing this comic, like hippie superheroes. And he's just suggested like, what do we want to do to get more people interested in like signing up for the home page, for the launch page. And he just
mm,
suggested like, well, maybe give them like an offer of something that they can get on the first day if they sign up. So I have these
okay.
on my backup. I've got a ton of like commissions. I have a bad habit of not scanning them in, but I have scanned in quite a few my commissions over the years.
Okay.
So I just made like a 28-page digital like sketchbook of a bunch of different stuff, a bunch of different commissions from the last few years. So yeah, that'll be available to anybody who wants to sign up for the first. That'll be available like for the first day people that
Mm,
that back the project.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Cool.
so if you want that, then get on there, and yeah, it'll be like available like right away. We'll just kind of send it your way. Send it your way. Like just email it to you basically, or Dropbox, or one of those things.
Mm, like a
That's the only
digital.
thing I have to plug. One day, your annual will be out, and one day I will be able to announce this other thing that I'm working on. But both of them are, they take the time they take to.
Right.
We've been talking about both those things for a while, but
Yeah.
eventually they'll be out in the world.
Yeah.
And this is Kaya number 35 that I'm working on, which has
Wow.
slowed down because of my other project that I'm working on, but it'll be back up to regular schedule very soon.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's the only. I got plugs. I got nothing else.
Nice. Okay, we'll end it there. Just, I mean, a quick one today, and you
Sure.
know, I got eyes on me, so I can't be completely my.
You can feel the tension, the nerves.
I'm
Don't say
getting
the
I'm getting stared at
say the
here.
wrong thing.
Can't focus. Yeah. No, I don't know. There's not much. I don't have really much to talk about other than the usual.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll check out Daredevil though. It sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Is
Yeah.
the Punisher in it?
Not yet. No.
No. Okay.
No.
Oh, it's not done yet.
No, he's in. Is he in the first episode? He might be in the first episode. I can't remember, but it's.
I saw something about like they might continue. They're like they're not planning on, because I kind of thought it would be like one season and over, but apparently it's like it's successful, so it's going to go on for a while.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, it's doing well. I
Okay,
I
cool.
was Googling like the Rotten Tomatoes scoring and stuff, you know, so it's people
Yeah,
like it, you know.
seems like people are digging it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'll
yeah,
check that
yeah.
out now. Actually,
Yeah. What else is there to watch? Any recommendations?
me.
Yeah.
Um, just this show that I'm not super into, but
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I've been watching though that no, I don't know. Invincible, the new season, I gotta check that
Yeah.
out. I got a backup of like of stuff that I should be watching because it'll give us a whole lot of more material for us to talk about on the thing.
Mm, mm.
But
Well, there's the new Darth Maul there. That's
hmm?
cartoon, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it. All right, we'll cut it. We'll cut it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Cut it down. Shut it down. All right, guys. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Short and sweet. Okay, speak to you later. Okay, bye.
Bye.